principle number one, startup. To love is to give with no thought of getting. That's where you begin with social media. That's where you begin with creating a network. You begin with the ability to give without thinking about what you're going to get in return. You begin with sowing into other people. You begin with investing in other people. And from that, people see your heart, they see who you are, and they want to make a connection with you. Think about it. Why do you plug something into the wall? Because there's power there. There's power, and you have something that you want to connect to that power. The same thing happens with networking and with social media. We want to connect with people who exude some level of power and love, something that we want, something that maybe we don't have. We want to make a connection with them. There is a strength there that we would like to partake of. So that is what you want to be giving. And in order to give that and make that connection, you're going to have it. So it starts with work on you. It starts with work on the inside of you. In my Young Living business and in everything that I do, my best and greatest tool is always my mirror. I have to start there. Every problem that I have, every time I want to grow, every time I want to break free, move forward, I have to go look in my mirror first. It isn't everybody else. It's me. It's always me that needs the work. And so if I go there and I start working on myself, I find that my connections with everyone else grow. And instead of chasing people down to be a part of what I'm doing, suddenly I find them coming and trying to connect with me. So as you're developing and you're starting up and you're trying to create something on social media, don't think about how you can get likes. Don't think about how you can get people to follow you. Think about how you can contribute to the lives of other people. What does that look like? What do you have to give? If you don't feel like you have much to give, how can you grow? How can you find ways to better yourself? John Maxwell wrote a book called The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I cannot recommend that book enough to you. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you need to grow in any area of your life, get that book. Go look in your mirror and get started there. And I promise you, as you find yourself stretching, growing, responding to change, making the hard choices, reflecting on where you've been and where you need to go, you will begin to put something out on social media that shows inside of you. It shows your heart. And I know that that's terrifying. I've been there. I've done it over and over. I've put myself out there, told people I loved them when I don't even know them. And that is where my business has come from. And there's been times it has come back and it has hurt. But overall, it has been so worth it because I am connected to thousands and thousands of people in a way I never could without social media, in a way I never could if I wasn't willing to sometimes just sort of spill myself onto a post and hope that it's reaches someone in a place that they need to be reached. You don't have the benefit of your nonverbal communication in a lot of social media. You're limited to a few words. You're limited to a picture. You're limited to something else. And so what you have to do is learn to communicate yourself in as succinct of a way as you possibly can. You have to be able to boil yourself down, really concentrated, and then spill that out. It may take a few extra exclamation points more than you're comfortable using, maybe a few emojis, maybe some stronger words than you typically use. But if you want people to be able to really hear you, it's like being on stage. You've got to talk a little louder, project a little farther, wear a little bit redder lipstick. You're going to have to come off a little stronger in order to be really heard on social media. So you got to dig in deep and pull out what you believe is going to bless other people. Look for those needs that you see around you. Spend time reading and responding. You want people to read and respond to your post? Go read and respond to theirs. Send them messages. Communicate with them. Know what's going on with them. Comment on the things that they do. I got the most precious message that I just treasure from someone way down on my team a little while ago, and she just thanked me for liking one of her personal pictures. And she said, thanks for taking the time. You're actually looking at what I post. And I thought, oh my goodness, I wasn't trying to do anything. I just saw it and it was beautiful and she was wonderful. And yet that we need that. We need to be connected with. We want that in the leaders that we are following. We want to be heard and we want to be seen and we want to be known. And so if you want those things, then you need to give those things to others. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. So as you're getting ready to start up, make a list of ways that you would like to be heard and seen, and then go out and truly see other people.